Affinity Xtra, be extra.
Yes, people, it's your boy here, Roger Moore on the tech of all tech jobs. And if I say tech, you know who's next to me here. It's a man they call Marx.
The one and only.
Yeah, the one and only Marx. Yeah, it's tech or football. I'm afraid that's it. Is that man talk?
Listen, whichever way you want to put it, man. But I'm here for it.
So here it is with tech talk. So I there's this magazine years ago that I bumped into that I love purchasing because it was a great look, very very stuff, and it's very good, and it called Stuff. Mm-hmm. Because I like the way they called it Stuff, because to people it's the stuff.
It literally is stuff,
but
it's
to
literally
us
stuff.
it's gold. You know what I mean? It's gold, man. It's gold, man. It's gold. But like this, so I thought the reviews are good grades. They just did everything which a tech guy would love to do, from gaming to just useful tech gear. You know what I mean? So they've done their what can you say? Gadgets of the year. Mm-hmm. So this is the greatest way for me, I would say, people, before you buy tech gear, is to look at these lists. Mm-hmm. If you're going to buy something in the new year, look at these lists. This will set you right for what's best to do. It's not a retrospective thing, because sometimes gear has come out in the last few months that's still, that you can go into the new year solid. So we're going to go into this. So let me bring this up. Thanks to Apple News, I was able to get this up. Convincing Marx to get that, but anyway, I had to on it. But anyway, let's get into this. So basically, top 10s, this is when I look back at it. I usually buy the magazine for this, but because I've subscribed through this, it's cool. So let's have a best phone thing up. I'm gonna start from the top, because every time it starts from the top, but we'll work our way down and see what we're comfortable with anyway. And before you say it, this is not us telling them. If it comes across Apple bias, it's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It kind of justifies why we're Apple bias.
This is the stuff awards, their decisions. We're just talking through it.
Yeah.
Seeing what they're saying.
Yeah.
See if we agree with it.
Yeah, man. This is it, man. Because I know YouTubers do these videos as well. So it's really cool. You know what I mean? Checking out these guys and this. So the best phone of the year, they reckon, editor's choice, is Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max. Even though I'm proud to not have fell for the trick to go there.
I'm quite surprised. Yeah. I thought eventually you would just melt and go for it, man. But you stuck to your guns. You stayed with what you got. Yeah.
It works great for me, and I think that just the way I shoot videos, it just, there's no point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the foldable now. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to the foldable talk anyway. Still, you know what I mean. So we'll get there. But there's that. Let me make sure. Trust me, my phone goes off right there as well. It go down, and then the next phone down is the Google Pixel 10. And I do think the Google Pixel is the best of the rest when it comes to Android. I do think that is the sneaky top phone.
You know what?
And outright 800 quid as well, bro.
The thing is, I feel like I can't really comment on the Google phones. I'm very aware of the hype behind them, and what people are saying and all that kind of stuff. When Google released their first phones, the first set of phones, I was one of the people that got one.
Okay, yeah.
And my experience.
What was your first one?
I can't even remember the model now, bro. It's so long ago, but it's one of the first ones when they first started doing the phones. But all I know is my experience was so bad, I've never gone back to Google. No.
Wow. Okay.
I literally could not.
Was you on BlackBerry before?
I've been on all of them. I've been on BlackBerry. I've been on Nokia. I've been on Samsung. I've like all the phones that. To be fair, even before tech reviews became a thing, I've been into tech. So any top end phone, I was always into it. Even going back to when we had the Matrix, like banana Nokia.
Yeah, man, I still got my one.
All the things there, but I had all that. But my experience with Google was just so bad. I've just never gone back to them. So I feel like I'm the worst person to comment on them. Like I watched the reviews. I see all that kind of stuff. I know they probably improved way much more than when I first got it. But
no. But I know my boy Adazzle. He just loves he loves his Pixel over there, and it is quite. Look at you can buy you're buying the iPhone for a fair packet. What price is it saying?
It's about
Right, but 1200, 1200,
Yeah.
and you can pick this up for 800 quid, bro. And that's you know what I mean. That's a decent pickup.
Yeah.
So what is next? Let's have a look down here.
The Xiaomi. Wow.
Xiaomi Ultra 15.
Yeah.
That shows you, and that's more expensive than the iPhone.
That's quite
Yeah.
interesting. That is quite interesting.
So that for me is going, where is Samsung?
Yeah.
Yo, we in top 3, we in third carry, you know what I mean? But it showed you as well how strong the Android outside of it's only Android outside of that life, man. You know what I'm saying? What's next is the OnePlus. I've seen a lot about this phone. OnePlus seems to be a new tech company that's kicking in.
Yeah. They've got some really good phones, and there's been a lot said about their cameras as well, which is quite interesting. So, they're doing a job, definitely.
And then the Galaxy, Galaxy S2, and you know what? We got a lot of people that swear like they love their Samsungs. You know what I'm saying? They love their and from 650 quid, you can pick that up quite decent
I
price.
think the problem is that because the Android OS is so open to any company to load it onto their phones. It just allows for more competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like Apple, you'll never see Apple OS, for example, on a Xiaomi phone.
Yeah, no.
It's always going to be an Apple phone only. So
Google Pixel's top of this for a reason. They've built their OS for their device. You know what I'm saying? So 100% see that, man. And once that their device has got the right hardware. You know what I mean? You're nice. Next one then is the gig. So we're going back to the top. So the Google Pixel 10, the smaller one, was right at the top there for 800 quid. So the more polished one is at number 6. And getting another 800. And you know what I mean? The big screen. You didn't go big screen, did you? You copy me in it and you stick you stick with some more screens.
No. I did that for the 16s. But when I went to the 17s, Pro Max, man, all the way.
Okay, Pro Max. But you know what I'm saying? What one's that one?
No, that is not the Pro Max, unfortunately. Oh, that's a story for another time.
Okay, cool.
Basically, you see what happened? Remember what happened to you with your tech on the train?
Yeah.
I had something like that happen to me in work. But I even told you. We'll talk about it.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what? We'll get into that. The benefit is that I had insurance on there. I'm waiting for my insurance to come back for this one. My insurance came back for this. So this is the M5. So the last one was the M4, but I got the M5 replacement. So that's the only good thing to come out of it so far.
Okay, cool. We both got replacements for this. Right, so you got the Honor Magic. Have you heard of that phone? Is that again? Yeah, Honor Magic. Yeah, cool. I haven't seen anybody with one.
You know, I don't really see anybody with Honor phones at all. Every blue moon, I might spot someone on a bus, and you'll see the Honor logo on the back to know. But and I'm talking about every blue moon, but I don't hear nobody talk about them and see adverts on the TV for it. Nothing.
Okay, crazy. So there's that. The Nubia. That should be the iPhone. We should be getting it. Nubia Z70 Ultra.
I think a lot of these kind of phones, like the Nubia and the Honors, I think a lot of these phones are big in like Japan or like Africa and stuff like that. So where the populations are so massive, obviously it boosts the sales, it boosts the numbers. So you know,
accessibility, man. I'm saying. You know, again, here comes the Samsung S25 Edge. You know what I'm saying? Again, accessible phone for everybody, 725 quid, cool everything, Bob. And then number 10 is the MacBook Air. Which MacBook Air, the iPhone Air. So much how much we use Air for MacBook. You know what I'm saying? Air. Now, for me, that was the only phone that would have tempted me to upgrade.
Which is quite interesting to hear you say, because funny enough, from what I understand, that has been the most floppable phone this year.
I know.
Because from what I've heard, that Apple have not managed to sell a lot of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year we don't see another iPhone Air.
But everybody knows it's the prelude for the Fold.
Yeah. They has to test it out on the waters. The only way to do is put a model out, innit? So
let's have a look. Let's have a look what else we got there. So let's go to the issue. I don't think this is worth a thing, Bob. We don't do best. It's got best foldable. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go best phone. Sorry, guys. Foldable phones. Now, the foldable phones, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is Mark's department. Yeah, so you know,
He wishes it was my department. It really isn't.
Mark's department because
it really
you
isn't.
say so. Next year I'll be on my phone going like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What are you saying? Was it, you got a Z that's just come out, bro, and it's absolutely
you know what?
messy.
I'll tell you what. Yeah,
It's expensive though.
It's expensive, very expensive. I think they start like £1,800 or something like that.
This one is 1600.
Okay, so that surprised me because even when I was looking at it earlier on the Samsung website, anyway, you probably can get it from other people from that price, but Samsung themselves did it for, but I'm sure it's about 1,800.
TV looking at it.
So I look at all tech because I'm into that. So I like to look at all tech. But here's the thing for me is like
Go.
all the Samsung folding phones, I think are actually very beautiful creations. Like if you look at them, they're very nice, they're very smooth, they're slick.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't get them. And if for me to own one, like somebody would have to buy it for me. I wouldn't spend it for myself because I think I preferred the standard one look rather than the fold, just a straight device. And again, until they can give me one where it's impossible to see the crease, I ain't buying it.
So,
listen, my ADHD is just like,
yo, listen. I must admit, the fold is the most scariest thing when you give it to a 5-year-old to watch. She's watching on YouTube and she goes, here. And she claps that screen like that. You're like, thank you.
listen.
That's the nervous part there.
The phones are really nice. I think if I was to get one, to be honest, I probably wouldn't use it as a phone. I'd probably use it as a mini tablet. So it'd probably be the equivalent of me having the iPad Mini 7. So I think I would always leave it open and just be using it as a massive tablet. I don't think I would ever use it as a phone because. But then again, it's that one crease, man.
Yeah. Can't do it. But again, Honor phone, like guys, this shows you sometimes our tech is we're only allowed to get access to certain techs because the Honor phone Magic now they've rated this as number 2 in the fold market, where you're thinking Google should be in here. You know what I'm saying? And let's have a look at when you've got Honor phone, when you've got the Motorola's Razr, the kind of and this is the other config. Of it, so you've got the open like a palm, and you got the other flip phone, which
they look like the little.
That works for me, man.
Remember the Pocket Game Boys?
Yeah. Would you prefer that shape? I think that makes sense. That's more of a phone.
I prefer that shape. Yeah, I think design-wise, I prefer that shape. Yeah, right. And it's easy to put in your pocket, all that kind of stuff. But even those phones, again,
the crease.
It's the crease. The way that I am in terms of like, I'm the kind of person like I've got this on here now. As we're doing this podcast, you'll probably see me doing this eventually. Yeah. I like to line things up. You know what I'm saying? So square. So it's like, just knowing that thing is there. When I have it, I'll always be doing that on the screen, trying to see if I can. And I never will be. You'll do my head in. The phone's a beautiful phone. The cameras are great. The designs are absolutely beautiful.
It shows that it shows you how big the phone market is for companies like Motorola that you don't see in the UK too often. It's still making a bag in this thing. Samsung Z Flip, they still got that out there. These are more accessible things. For me, these are really cool little flip. Like for me, if I had a little second phone, it had to be Android. You want it out the way. These ones are much more easier to have out the way.
See, Samsung are probably laughing because when it comes to a lot of these devices, even if they're not like number 1 or number 2 in the list in terms of rankings, Samsung produce a lot of glass and stuff for these other companies.
Cool.
So essentially, you're still buying from us to create your phone, which is now number 2 or whichever thing. So
that's what they're doing with iPhone.
They're making their money, man.
Yeah. No, all day. OnePlus open. Again, OnePlus open. But there's no sign of Google. Google's Flip is not in here.
No, they don't even need to worry about that because again, all them phones that you mentioned are using the Google product. Google OS, isn't it? So
but it shows you.
Yeah.
Again, name is anything. But what do you think about the new trifold though that's hit the market? I can see you with a trifold. You just die.
I would. It's like
over dish.
I just couldn't.
It's like that, innit?
Yeah. I'll be dealing with two creases instead of the one. No, I couldn't, bro. I couldn't.
About part with two, man.
Like I said, I love the technology because when you get into the details in terms of the hardware and you're looking at, the amount of stuff that they managed to fit in, and the phones are getting thinner as well. So all the hardware in terms of they can still fit in all the storage, the cameras, the memory, and all this kind of stuff. I love that for tech because even if I don't want to own the phone itself, seeing technology advance in this way just means for the tech that I do like I would buy, at some point you're just going to see the levels keep going up because technology improving.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's great. That's cool. That's cool. Budget phones, which I'm not really a fan because we're Apple guys, so budget phones don't really hit us, man. But Google Pixel 9a, under 500 quid, bro. That's good. That's real good. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's a good price. For a decent phone.
I was just about to say, I'm surprised I don't see nothing on there, and I'm glad that they are on the list.
Yeah,
nothing for me.
329 quid.
Yeah, I mean, I think Stuff Awards, they usually have like an award for the top design of certain things. So hopefully nothing will be in there because in terms of design, I think nothing has done something that no other company has done right now in terms of the design. Because the whole thing of making your phone see-through so you can see all the inside parts of it at the back and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And then the little thing that they were doing with the lights at the back. I think they've revolutionized design. And I think that's why a lot of people jumped on it, especially a lot of the tech guys got into the nothing phones because they literally bought something that wasn't on the market. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. So I'm glad to see that they at least made the list for one of the things.
Yeah, man, budget phones, 329 quid.
Yeah.
So parents, you're looking to sneak your phone into children's hands.
I would recommend that to anybody. If you're not bothered about the brand, because a lot of people love to stick to either Apple or Samsung, but if you're not worried about that, trust me, try nothing. The technology that they've got in their phones is very good for the price that you're paying.
Yeah, man. A CMF phone. Again, guys, we're talking about tech companies that you never heard of. 210 quid for a system, and it's for budget phones. These entry levels, we always think of spending £400-500, and these are entry levels. Poco X7 Pro. You know what I mean? 220 quid for a phone. Bro, these are color screens. You can run YouTube, all the fundamental basics.
What's really interesting is that a lot of these phones, like the budget ones and stuff like that, a lot of them now coming with the 120 hertz screen. And I think that's why everybody was getting on at Apple for so long. Why are you still putting that ramping? With 60 hertz screens where everybody's moving to 120 hertz now. It's nice to see that Apple finally take that stance now as well. But
And again, last one again, Motorola. You think these companies are still out of the business, but they're not. They're still doing the business. And in other countries, they're top phones. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Absolute top phones. Okay, so there's that. Let's go on to the next subject. Issue.
I think it's TV and streaming service, isn't it?
Okay, let's look. Okay. What do you want to do in-ear, over here, headphones, best smartphone, best laptops? Which one want to do?
Let's do
best TVs.
What we got there? Let's do best TVs and then best tablets.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go. Ooh, jeez. Sorry, guys. Well, me, I'm not a TV dude, but
I am.
You are a TV dude. Yeah. So this is LG. Growing up, what was the brand? What was the main brand growing up?
I think the main brand growing up for
Sony,
me at the time
bruv,
wasn't even that. I'm going even back before them, bro. So I'm looking at Bush and Hitachi. Those kind of days there.
Panasonic remember we used to buy TV and you could have it for like 30 years.
Literally, bro. Literally.
I mean, now these ones are crazy. So basically, OLED screen. TV, but rated up quite highly. Obviously, you can stick all the extra speakers on it and whatever. How much is this TV, by the way?
Yeah, that's about 1,049. Yeah, I mean,
that's not too bad.
It's not too bad at all. I mean, when I look at TVs now, there's about 4 or 5 things which the TV has to have.
Go on.
Standard, you have to have 4K now. I mean, these 1080p TVs, they will never see me. 4K. If I can get HDR and UHD as well, I got to get those things. Refresh rate of at least 144. Because I do a lot of gaming as well, so I need it to be able to do a high refresh rate. And then on top of that,
you game and you mean TV?
Yeah, I do. Listen, pretty much all the TVs in my house I bought, so I need to be able to game on every one of them. So literally that, and then other than that, then we're looking at obviously the screen. So you got your OLED or your LCD, but I tend to try and stick to either QLED or OLED. And then it's going to be the ports, the HDMI ports. Has it got USB-C? Has it got USB-A? All that kind of stuff. Because I like to be able to especially like I do a lot of media. Where all the video editing we do, like these podcasts and stuff. When I create it in like Final Cut Pro, I like to pull it on a stick
Yeah,
and then chuck it into the TV and see how it looks.
That's how it looks in there. Yeah, cool. That's a good. That's
Because
a good
obviously
point. Yeah,
people
that's good.
of watching YouTube on TV and all this kind of stuff. So I put it in the TV. So I like to have a USB-A port or USB-C port so I can stick that thing in there. So all these little things I look at when I'm deciding. I just bought a TV recently ahead of Christmas because I wanted to get one new one in. I had to, man, because people bang that they wanted a bigger TV, so I bought a 75-inch. But yeah, it's literally, I love the TVs and what they're doing with the technologies now. And that LG is probably, for me, is the top brand right now. Ahead of all like Sony and all the names that we're used to. I think LG is that guy now.
Okay, cool. I had a Samsung.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next? Sony. Okay, bravo. But that's Sony price there. 23999.
239.
Well, it's 65-inch though.
It's the technology. That's what I'm saying. It's the technology in it, what you're getting. I guarantee if you to dive into that, you would find you're getting a whole bunch of things with that. You might even have that. They've got a lot of TVs now.
Do you have to have your operating system? Does that sell it to you, or you don't?
Oh yeah, no, I am. I'll tell you why.
What's the point when you got Apple TV?
Yeah, I've got Apple TV, but here's the thing for me. Is I use the Apple TV for the majority of Apple TV or PlayStation or other media thing for my majority of my streaming things. But if you've got a good operating system on the TV, it means that the TV itself will also move quickly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though you're plugging into your Apple TV, you still need to be able to use your TV to like switch inputs and do this and do that.
Okay, cool.
And I like my things to move fast. I've had TVs where literally you press a button and sometimes you have to press it again because it's moving so slow. And I've had the TVs where it moves very quickly and everything's smooth. So the operating system for me is a big deal. And even though I've got an Apple TV, nowadays, the reason I bought the Apple TV is because of all the streaming stuff. But a lot of TVs now cover all that on it anyway.
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
don't necessarily need to have the Apple TV. So if you've got a good one, good operating system, a good chipset in it, that means literally it will move as fast as the Apple TV. So you're laughing. So yeah, I'm big in having good operating systems on TVs and seeing what can be done with them.
Yeah, let's go. 65-inch, man. Jeez.
That's even small for me now, man.
You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Let me make sure I go down properly here. Boom. That's that with TV.
I wonder if TCL will be on there.
Samsung. We mentioned about Samsung here. This is a how many inches is this? I don't know why it has 65 again. 2000 it's
you know what? I think a lot of these TVs, the reason that they price it up because of all, because like now, for example, you got TVs where you can buy like the Xbox app installed on it, so you don't have to have an Xbox console to play Xbox.
Okay. So it's more to do with the software.
Yeah, it's more to do with the software, what's available on it. And like little things like being able to have like picture-in-picture mode.
Yeah.
Multi-screen. Load up different things. So I think all these little things will push the price up. Then obviously you're looking at is it in 4K TV or is it in 8K TV? And these kind of things will push up the price.
Well, now they come with like audio bars as well. The sound is not built into the screen anymore. That's why they're so thin and all this business. And this is the Samsung. What is it? The model name is S95F. Yeah. So that's interesting. Still, that's what it's going on there. So super bright pictures and everything. So sharp as anything else. Next one is that a small one for that one? A lot more expensive, but still there. Simply a brilliant TV and both sound and picture and everything. Worth it. Philips, bro, they're still about.
Yeah, they're still about. I don't really see many Philips TVs in people's houses, to be fair. Tends to be like an LG, Sony, Samsung, TCL.
Bro, that must have something different to the others because that's double the price to Sony and
It's crazy.
For 65 inch.
Yeah.
I know what I'll do. I'll go for the cheaper one.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you want.
OLED, man.
That's like a 65 inch as well from the looks of it. So
it's saying it's worth every penny, so it must do something special. LG 65 inch, again, 65 inch looks like you're buying a 65 inch TV. This is the G5. You're picking them up for about 2,300. So they're all fighting there. Why is the European brand almost double the price?
Again, I think it's more based on like what comes of it. Because like I said, the way they built TVs now, they try to make it all encompassing. So similar to like how we talk about things working within your ecosystems, like if you've got mics that can work with this device and that device, they try to put everything into one thing now. So like the TV now is your PC monitor, it's your gaming machine, it's your streaming device. It can do all these crazy stuff. They've got the TVs now which you can link to like your smart home. So it's all little things like that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
even
great.
down to little things. So like one of the TV I've got in my bedroom, when somebody presses the Ring doorbell, it opens up on my TV now. So I can literally watching the whatever program and it will open up and show me who's outside. So it's all these little technologies which makes the price go up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Again, another a Panasonic, another well-known brand, 65-inch. So it looks like, guys, the real battle of the field is over the 65-inch kind of size. And looks like it's going to be around about $2,000, just over $2,000 for that price. So you got Panasonic's in that market. TCL, you know about
they're
them?
very, very good brand. So the one I said I've recently bought is a TCL because, like I said, I love
that's half the price.
TCL
65
TVs
inch?
are really, really nice.
Not quite. It says not quite only, but it's half the price. 65-inch. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hisense. You know what I'm saying? These are more budget ones.
The thing about people like TCL, Hisense, and some of these other ones, they kind of started off similarly to like LG. Because I remember when LG first came in, everybody was turning up their nose to LG because like, LG, who's LG? Yeah. And they were seen as the budget TV that, if you've only got a little bit of money, you go and get an LG. But now you go to most places like Currys or supermarkets, whatnot.
It's top around.
LG's everywhere now. It's like they're the main guys now.
It's top, man. It's top. Sky Glass. Well, come on, man.
You know what? they put Sky Glass in there. I don't know if I agree.
Bro,
I don't know if I agree.
It's about Generation 2, worth. But there's, it's just a way of getting Sky's just getting there, man. And Amazon TV, 50-inch. I didn't be Amazon had their own TV.
Yeah. You got Amazon Fire TVs that you can buy now. Yeah.
You know what, bro? That's one to chuck in your child's room.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 300 quid. Okay, 50-inch. Nah, it's not for your child's room. That's for the kitchen. or for in my house, conservatory, where they could always go play games.
Go play games and stuff. Yeah.
The conservatory. Just lock it in there, man. No mercy in that one still. Straight like that, man. All right. Let's see what else do you want to see? What
I think we have to touch on the laptops because as much as we talk about computers, we have to touch on the laptops and see what they say.
Okay, what they say about like where's the laptops? I can't even see it now. There you are. Best laptops. What do you reckon will be up there?
Well, I've got it in front of me, so I already know.
Cool.
So.
I already know. Okay, cool. All right, top. Just like the phones, straight at the top is the Apple MacBook Air M4 chip 879. Fantastic deal. Great power. You can't beat this, man, for affordability and power. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a video editor, you just want to get a Mac, I would say get this all day long. Even music producers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, apart from video editors, this is the way forward for me.
100%.
And then you could chuck this Anchor thing. They always sneak in one of these things in there. We'll get it because I don't want to bring much. Then the MacBook Pro, 14-inch, M4. Again, M4 chip is just a brilliant chip. And the thing is, why I believe Macs are up there is because the operating system's so solid.
It is.
It's just so solid and so great with it. Then the best of the rest, Lenovo, which was a dead food brand, and it's a Chromebook. It's using Android. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? So if I would, it seems like it's a real nice, effective.
It is. And so recently, like, my sister contacted me and she was asking me about what laptop she should get for my niece for school. And I told her to get the Lenovo Chromebook because, it's just, for what it is, it's so simple. For students, perfect pricing, perfect usability. That runs off Windows 11, I believe. But yeah, I think I personally would never own another Windows laptop in my life. Unless it's thrown on me by work. But I would recommend them to students. But not ahead of like, if I could, I would still. If someone said to me, "I've got 500," because that's like £550, and they said to me, "I've got £550. I want to get something to use for like my studies and stuff like that." I would still choose to push them towards a Mac Mini personally. But if they wanted the laptop, until Apple brings out their budget laptop that they're working on, I probably would throw them over towards one of these Chromebooks
and stuff like that. So okay. Okay, Razor Blade, 14. Right,
I
yeah,
think that's a gaming one, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's a gaming one, man.
Yeah, yeah.
1700 Beast. Razor has always been, yeah. They bring out the sharp laptops in this arena anyway. So yeah, not like I would use it for gaming anyway. So Samsung again, Chromebooks, these Chrome OS are sneakily in here, and it really seems like the Chrome OS is really attacking Windows, because Windows, I don't know what is wrong with Windows right now. It's not doing it for me.
You know what the funny thing is? Unlike with phones where you've got, like, for example, the Samsung, the Oppo, the Honors, and all that run off Android, but they're still very different in their own way. I don't think it's the same thing with the Windows laptops. So you got Lenovo, you got Samsung, you got HP and other brands, but with laptops, I kind of feel like you're getting the same machine.
Yeah,
because a lot of them, if you get a £550 Samsung Chromebook, it's pretty much going to be the same specs as a £550 Lenovo and all these other ones. Yeah. So all you're really getting different is maybe the look of the shell, but spec-wise, power-wise, and what it can do, because they're all going to be running the Windows 11 anyway. You're getting the same laptop just from a different company. So that's my opinion anyway. I would feel might disagree.
But Chromebooks are running off the Chrome OS. They're not even using Windows.
So
for me, a space like this, like when I'm looking, I've always thought, okay, if I got staff for my staffing, here with the space, when it comes to stuff, and you want to get a staff member, what do you get them? I think sometimes a tablet is cool, but potentially restrictive. You know what I'm saying? Do you get them a Chromebook?
Yeah, I still would, because unless you see you're working in some kind of media industry. Or you're doing some kind of design or something like that. Yeah. Majority of people work on office-based software. So the Microsoft 365, all that kind of stuff, surf the internet, blah, blah. So I would suggest a Chromebook, or even like you just said, I would suggest a tablet as well. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, nowadays you can buy keyboards to attach with the tablet cases.
So easy, yeah.
So and Microsoft Office is available on tablets. You've got your internet browser on there. You can connect USB sticks to it if you need to like copy your Microsoft Word document. So either one is an option really. And if you look at it like that, you can literally just get a standard £300 iPad and they're good.
And they're good, and they've got the new OS on it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the next revelation, guys. Lenovo's again is back here with their basically more these laptops and all this business. MSI, which is a classic gaming brand, $2,000 gaming. And the thing is with PCs, they're changing every week because chips are just upgrading everything. So I will be very careful outside of Apple when it comes to PCs, because they are literally changing chips on the go.
Time. I think because the way it's different in the PCs is because Apple basically now has their own chip inside their stuff. Where when you look at the Windows laptops now, where it was with phones, you've got the competition between Samsung and Apple as the main competition. With tablets, the main competition is Intel and AMD. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's always going to be this battle with chips, and that as soon as Intel drop one, AMD have to respond. AMD drop one. Oh, you got this. So there's a constant battle between the two of them, and then within that, Intel have got about 4 or 5 different versions of the Intel chip. Same with AMD. You know what I'm saying? AMD have got ones which are built for this. Some they've got built for gaming
chips and stuff like that.
They've got all your different ones. Intel got like their gold, Intel silver, and then it's like all different ones based on what you want to do. So you have to be careful. But like I said, if you're only using it for office space, you're not really doing much. I don't think you really can go wrong.
No, these days, man. Looking at all these makes, Azusa's, you know what I mean? There's my name again, innit, Roger, innit? So they got a gaming laptop there. You're spending two, and it's what people think. PCs are just laptops are cheap. They're not cheap, you know. No. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to game on these things, you're spending the same money you're spending on a Mac. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it's not like the rubbish. There are good PCs, but the thing is, you are spending that same amount of money. It's not cheaper just because you're buying it on a different operating system. It's a good point
that you said there, because my son recently asked me to get him a laptop for a lot of his work that he's going to be doing in the coming year. And when we started talking about it, he started telling me about what he has to do for college and all this kind of stuff. So my first thought was, oh, okay, so all you need is this. And then he put the caveat on it that, and I want a game on it as well. That automatically bumps the price up by how many hundreds?
That was the price?
Yeah.
It was the price?
If he's got a game on it, right? Especially the kind of games that he plays.
Bro, you know, man.
Some punch.
Because listen, man, my sons, them are secretly just they got the bass units, and you know what I mean? The room is warm, man.
Yeah.
And they play some dead food game and then flip to a high free, and then you know what? They get excited over frame rates.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yo, as long as you can see it, you're good anyway. Still, yeah, that's me all day, every day. I'm taking over a check because I've got my thing out here. Is headphones. So I got some headphones this year, in-ears.
Yeah, and we should touch headphones, and we should also touch on your area, the cameras as well.
Oh yeah. Okay, Sony. People go and rave about these, but I wouldn't buy them. But what you reckon? The Sony.
Which one does
the
the
Sony?
XM5s?
Yeah, XM5s. Yeah, 1000 to be a Sony.
Any Sony XM product here, right, is for me are the best headphones you can get right now. Better than any of the Apple
these
ones.
go in your ears like this, man.
Yeah. So Sony
better than the Apple
smart.
ones?
Sony are smart. Yeah, I think it's better than the Apple ones personally. Because what they've done, they've released for each of their XM series, there's two versions. So you can get the XM5 in there, the XM5 overhead. So I always go for overhead because I'm not really a big fan of those kind of ears, unless it's the ones like what you've got with the Beats where you can hook it over.
Hook over, yeah.
So I'll go for the overhead. But yeah, Sony, I mean, sound quality, noise cancelling, it's like they're next level. I think only the Apple AirPods Max comes close to Sony when it comes to noise cancelling.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Sony I'd like top level, man.
No, okay, cool. And that's 219, so not too bad. Underneath is the Bose, another classic make. You were saying, but Bose,
Yeah, I love Bose.
Yeah, man. I'm pity about the pink color, but
that used to be my headphone. You know, before I went to Sony, Bose was the ones when I had all their quiet comforts.
You use Sony now?
Huh?
You got Sony now?
Yeah, I use Sony now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I use Sony and I use Anchor.
Okay.
So, and I use Anchor only for like my basic stuff. If I want my proper sound, I put my Sonys on.
Okay, cool. Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds, second generation, going for 300 quid. What's next? Bowers and Wilkins, great brand as well.
Yeah.
These are weird looking, man. I don't want to use them in my ears, bro.
They do look weird.
Yeah,
and
they
I
look
feel
weird.
like they would fall out of mind. The way they're shaped.
Yeah.
But you know, I've always known that they're probably, in terms of, because not just in headphones, I think in terms of speakers and stuff as well.
Yeah.
They're probably one of the most respected brands.
Oh yeah.
I've never actually owned them, but I know so many people that will will swear by them and get them. So yeah,
man. PI8s, yeah, that's the and then that's interesting. The Beats Fit Pro. Now I used to have these, and I went with the overhead ones. Yeah. These one go in my ears. The problem is there's always that time where it will flicked out. I still got them. They still work, but this nib here is broken. And there's no real way of fixing it. So I was like, and then when you jog, it's not really great, but it's only 159 quid. Not too bad.
That's what I'm saying. The price you can't argue.
You know what I'm saying? Decent quality, good live, punchy, great sound, whatever. And then you expect the Apple AirPods to be right at the top, but they're not Pro. But they're not. Great ones. What do you think about them? You got any?
I've had them.
Okay.
And then I have either had to sell or get return them because my problem with the Pros is that, like with any other in-ear buds, if you've got a certain shaped ear, it will determine how they stay in.
Yeah.
And with the Apple ones, I think they come with usually about 3 of the silicone tips, so you can try the small, the medium, the large. I mean, no difference whatsoever. I just could not
be comfortable.
The only AirPods that I've had which I fit properly were the first generation AirPods when they first came out.
Yes, I think my brother said that. Yeah, you could jog in them. Yeah.
Those ones will fit perfect, but every design since then has not. In fact, that one and the second gen, because they were pretty much the same one.
Yeah.
But then every other one since then, I've not been able to. But yeah, that could be the reason why as well, because even though a lot of people buy AirPods Pro, in terms of what people complain about, because that's why you get a lot of people getting the Sonys or getting the Beats and stuff like that, because they fit.
Okay, cool. Technics, these are all classic brands.
Yeah.
259. Seems like the price is always between 150 and to get a decent one, 200 quid. So if you're listening in, you're thinking, I'm gonna spend the money. But the EA AZ 100, I think they're, you know what I mean? They're, again, another brand. But I'm just not comfortable sticking it in my ear like that and whatever. I'm looking for my ones in here, man. I'm looking at Sennheiser, another massive brand, Momentum, True Wireless 4, only 155 quid. Great on there. Again, 5-star for them, 155. That's not too bad. The Apple AirPods 4, so these are different to the Pros. These are basically the cheaper ones, and they still got a 5-star. It looks like there's great quality when it comes to these headphones.
They are good. I bought those as well.
Yeah.
I think in terms of being close to fitting my ears, those are the next one. But so they released 2 versions of the AirPods 4, the standard one, which is that one there, and then the ANC one for the noise cancellation. Okay. I always would opt for noise cancellation because I like to drown out everything around me anyway, like a lot of people do. But I mean, those headphones are good. The sound quality is really good. But again, I think what helps or what puts them down the list, it might not be because I don't obviously know how they rate it, but I think what puts them down the list is that they only fit in certain people's types of ears. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way to adjust them to make it fit into more.
Yeah. No, it's like you get your brand, a brand that works with you. These are a bit weird looking. JBL Tour Pro 3 with a bit of a colour screen. And I think that's where I thought Apple would have gone with the next batch of with the little screen in there. That would be really cool.
I think they'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, like, when I'm looking at the AirPods that they release, Apple seem to be doing this thing where they're trying to make the cases smaller and smaller. And if
case.
If they're on that kind of thing, then they might not do the screen.
Yeah.
Because they'll need to make a bigger one to
fit it in there. Yeah, they're getting smaller. That's true. Man, they didn't even put my Beat Studio buds, man. They didn't even put my ones in there, man. Yo, where's my one on this list, man?
Oh.
Yo, so it's just Beat Studio. So they got Beats, everything else apart the Beats I've got.
You know the reason why? I reckon because I think that the sound quality in your ones are probably better than some of these.
Yeah.
But I think people have not caught on to the whole thing of having the thing hooked on their ears yet. Yeah. I think that's what it is. People don't like that design.
Technically, it's not quite an in-ear. And it's not quite an overhead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's got the benefits of both worlds.
And
you know
especially when you're thinking that a lot of the people that buy these kind of things are younger people.
Yeah,
it's all about style and what it looks like.
It's not about functionality.
If I tried to buy, like, my son, for example, the hook overs, he probably wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
But if I'm buying the AirPods, he's glad.
He's on it.
Yeah.
Right. Where's it? Best cameras. Yeah. Best cameras. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Really?
Oh, that's surprising.
Ooh.
Fujifilm. Okay.
Fujifilm's X T50. Yeah, they got some bad boy cameras. Okay, brilliant. What is this, man? I wouldn't buy it, by the way. Fuji. Nah. My friend had Fuji and came off Fuji. Great stuff. Great, bro. Every camera's great.
Yeah.
But the color of Fuji when he took pictures, bro, like absolutely crazy. You don't have to do nothing to it. That's crazy. Nah, you can tell this ain't no camera experts on this channel. This is just gadgets, man. They're looking for compact hold cameras, man. They can hold. But yeah. OM3, the bit of style in there. That's a great camera as well. Again, all these cameras are great. Olympus, sugar. Yo, that's crazy. That's number 2. Yo, that's crazy. OM3. Okay, what's next? Sony, $2,000, the A7.
I'll be surprised if I don't see the Sony ZV-E10 or one of those brands on there.
Bro, let's see, bro. Like, this seems like they're not going for the big boys. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The ZV-E10, I reckon, should be on there. We'll see.
Right. We'll definitely see. Again, a Fuji. It's like, yo, guys, are you being paid off by Fuji and these brands, man? Because
I'm wondering if, like, they're making the decision based on photography rather than videography. Do you think that could be a thing?
Yes, it could be. It could be that, and also compatibility.
Yeah.
Tech guys don't want that big camera. They don't want that. That's why my S9 is nice. You know what I mean? Because it's compact, and I must admit I can take it everywhere. So the S9, which is more last year's camera, is we don't think will be on this, man. At all. The R7, my friend's got this one. Wow, yeah, this is not the high range cameras. Even though people say that's a high range price, $1,000. You're saying R7, but the R7 Mark II is due to come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brethren used this for football. Great. This came out years ago. So this is interesting list, man. XT5, again, I do think certain companies have got holding stuff. Now this shows me the bias because I know my camera arena, guys. I know my cameras. I geek out on cameras. XT5, again, great camera. But again, I wouldn't put it in my top 10. Yeah, the Z8. Yeah, 100%. Nikon has bought out Red, which has caused a problem for us right now. And my friends kind of sneakily moved from Lumix and jumped on the Red Flex. But with my Lumix, you still got the RE. It's got ARRI, whichever, however you pronounce that. It's got their like looks that are linking in with it anyway. So let's see what it comes from there. Guys, I'm struggling with this one, man. The Nikon ZF, again, a great camera. Cool. It's like these cool looking cameras, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The digital cameras, I'm going.
I think, isn't that one, there was one of them, the Nikon one, I'm pretty sure that one where they had various colors. So you see how that one's orange. Yeah. There was one I saw they had like blue and red. Yeah. And
that's like my S9. You know what I'm saying? My S9's got various colors. Just where that's a titanium version of it as well. Yeah. And so, guys, you better come good for me now. What?
I've never even heard of that brand, bruv.
Yeah, Leica.
Yeah.
Leica, man, is the one, boy. Yeah, Leica.
I didn't heard of that brand.
I would never buy a Leica, but Leica has a bouginess to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bouginess to it. And it's linked with Lumix as well. That's why we've got Almant lens, because it's Leica. It's got a relation between Leica, Lumix, and all these guys, and Panasonic and all these guys and whatever. They're still. 5, there's some fixed lens, bro. I ain't expect $5,000, bro. That camera better be.
Yeah.
You gotta be all things. Oh my goodness sake. Sigma BF. Now this camera I'll just buy just to show off, bro. Yeah, just to be gear. But my S9 is basically that. That is a pretty boy of my S9 and does everything my S9 does. My S9's got better autofocus. So as far as this don't work, but it looks
that's
great.
Top 10 as well. Wow. There's about 3-4 like Fujis in there.
I've lost faith with I can see why they put that near the end because they just don't specialize in it. So okay, one more. We done. What else do people care about?
Let's see. Audio.
Best tablets and gaming console.
Oh yeah. You have to do that one. Has to be that one.
Or best games. Which one?
Oh no, just consoles and tablets and game consoles. Games has to be something by itself. That's a whole podcast in itself, man.
Okay. Tablets. M4. I've got that. He's not with it, man.
Listen, these decisions were made before this one came out. You know what I'm saying? Before this one came out, these decisions were made. Lord
of mercy, man. When the M5 come out afterwards. But yeah, M4, brilliant iPad. I've got it. Does everything you need it to do. OnePlus Pad 3.
Yeah. If I remember right, that one is the one with the massive screen. Is that the 15-inch screen one?
It's not saying that, but it's saying basically, it looks kind of big still, ain't gonna lie. But you see, for me, and this is the thing is now, guys, this is really great to have this conversation because without looking at something like this, you just automatically go for Samsung. Yeah. You go into Comet and you buy a Samsung one, not realizing you got this for $599. And you can, if you just go online, you can just go and purchase it, which has been rated above the Samsung one. And there's a Samsung saying that, man, S10. So Samsung is below it, and it's double the pace.
That one has up to 15. Just
yeah.
What is it? 14.6.
14. Yeah. So Samsung one was really there to compete against the iPad Pros.
Yeah, that's
and
what
all. Yeah. But then if you run a gaming, because then you're talking about gaming, and I'm thinking you might as well just get a PC gaming device, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be struggling on that anyway. Still, the Apple iPad full stop, I think, is one of the greatest deals in Apple. If you're buying, I had to get my mother-in-law. She said, I need a new iPad. I went straight for this all day long. The iPad with the new operating system is a no-brainer.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, when you're talking about the level of work that we do in terms of with our iPad and stuff, that's one thing. But if you're talking about buying something for kids or family members that just want to be able to like surf the internet, play a few games, this and the other, there is no better iPad than the standard iPad. Those ones, I bought 3 of them this year for family members because it's just that good.
Yeah.
I know they will never need more power. And don't think, in its own arena, it's probably still one of the most powerful tablets. You know what I'm saying? Because the A16 chip, for what they'll be using for, will do everything they need to do smoothly and still have power to give. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like basically it's got the power of my iPhone 15, and that's why I'm struggling to upgrade because it does everything I need it to do.
It is for me. I might have even put that at the top as number 1. Just, No, seriously.
No, 100% agree.
Because just because of how everybody would buy one for their family members, for their kids, or for whatever it is. Like workplaces are buying that for their colleagues to use. So it's like, I think that is for it to be in the top 5. I agree with that. 100%.
Interesting comment though. It says here, latest everyday iPad is predictably good, if disappointingly expensive.
I disagree with that. I think the price,
£108 quid.
I think that's a good price.
That's a good price,
Very
man.
good price.
Bro, like
there's nothing in that price range that can touch it. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
That's a very good price. Whoever did that is just being stingy.
Yeah. I went straight away. And this is where tablets are just basically owned by Apple.
Yeah.
Apple just locks it. So iPad Air, you can get a decent power. I would say if you, my nephew, my son, have both got iPad Airs. I mean, that's for me. It's you give adults the iPad, and you give teenagers at university iPad Airs, which has the flexibility to do a bit more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would do. And children, I just give them iPads. You know what I'm saying?
Like we just said, the A16 is powerful enough to do most things for your everyday user.
Yeah.
And this is the M3 chip in these iPad Airs. And the M3 chip is mad powerful already. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though we're saying giving it to like students as well, even for what they're doing, unless they're doing like, again, graphic intensive things, they will still be able to do all that they'll do and have power to give, because the M3 chip, in fact, all the M series are just so powerful.
Yeah, man. And the efficiency is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So it's great stuff. All right. So this is my area. Let me just double check this. It's not my area. This is more Mark's area. My area is Mark's area is this console thing. We said this in our last show. I said to Mark, it's PlayStation 1. It's a PlayStation 1. 480 quid. Would you buy a PlayStation 5 now? Is it worth somebody getting it now? They got the Christmas money. They're going into 2026. Would you buy a PS5? That alone will make sure I won't buy it.
You know what? I would.
I'll stick to Apple Arcade.
The problem is that both Sony and Microsoft, since they released these consoles, have put the prices up on the consoles.
Yeah.
So that's why I stumbled to say, because the price I buy it at now, whoever's going to buy it is going to pay more. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like gaming and what we all know that game consoles can do, similar to what I was saying regarding the iPad Pros and stuff, the PS5 can't be touched, bro. Microsoft can't touch it right now. Nintendo can't touch it, but then because they only really deal with handhelds now, you can't really put them in the same bracket. But if you want an overall gaming experience, Sony's just killing it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're killing it.
Top. Okay. Sony is number 1. When it's Switch,
Yeah.
you got both devices, isn't it?
So, yeah. I've got too many gaming devices. In fact, I've got
yo guys,
I've got one of every type of gaming device.
I've got camera gear for crazy. He's more on the gaming side of the game. I'm saying,
if you want a console, I've got it. If you want a handheld, I've got it. If you want a PC, I've got it.
Yo,
So
still
it's like,
crazy. Nintendo Switch 2, $395.
Yeah.
Decent price still.
Do you know what? The Nintendo Switch is the only
$395.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They were moaning about how expensive it is. That's not expensive.
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. As someone that owns one, don't get me wrong, lots of fun with it and stuff like that. Maybe again, it's something to do with my age, because my age group tends to play a lot more PC and console games. Where the Switch, you'd get a lot more of the younger generation playing that. I don't know. I just feel for my time using the Switch and what I've used it for and the games available in it and all that kind of stuff, I probably would have placed it about £100 less than what it's going for.
Okay.
£300 I think would have been top for me.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, straight underneath there. You ain't got one of these, have you?
I have. Like I said, I've got one of everything. I've got Xbox launched their Xbox Series X. I think it was like a week or two before. It was the week before Sony launched the PS5.
Yeah.
There was this big thing about Sony coming out and saying they're going to launch it. I think Xbox were meant to launch it at a later date. Then Sony said they were going to come out and launch it on a day. And then Microsoft turned around and said, okay, we're going to come out before you then. So they rushed and got this out before. So literally... the console is a very good console.
Okay,
the console is as good as the PlayStation console. Why I'm saying Sony's better is the gaming. They did not do what they had to do to ensure that gaming-wise, they built for the future. Sony did that. And that's the only reason. If Microsoft stuck with what they did for the previous Xboxes, right, and just made sure the games were better, they would be able to compete.
Yay. Okay, cool. Ooh, handheld. The Valve Steam Deck OLED. 479. Yeah. What are you saying?
I would agree with that. And the reason I would agree with that is because I agree with the price, and I agree that in terms of handhelds, it should be on there because not only did you play your Steam OS games, with that version of the Steam Deck as well, you can also
go into Microsoft.
Put all your retro games on there, load emulators, all that kind of stuff. You can now do things like load the Xbox app, load the PlayStation app. So you can play basically everything on this one handheld.
479, you know. I know. That's
479.
Yo, boys, that's not bad. 2026 investment, bro.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's like the little brother of the Xbox Series X. One that I probably wouldn't recommend to anybody.
Why?
It's just less powerful. It's the difference between, the best way I could put it, it's the difference between buying an iPad Pro and the iPad A16. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it.
Oh, is that bad? It's not an Air.
So it's not, I wouldn't even say it's an Air. It's like they've reduced the power so much in this one compared.
What how does that affect your games?
The games are all playable. Because don't get me wrong, the games are
but
all
you don't have
playable,
you don't have
so like the X comes with a 1 terabyte. This comes with, I think it's a 512 or 256.
Yeah.
And it's little things like that which have made the difference. The chipset is less powerful. You know, it hasn't got any many fans. They basically made it to help people get into the Microsoft gaming system.
Okay, cool. Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
It is basically. All right, cool. Right, guys. We could go on, but I thought, listen, guys, that was a cool show for me. I think it's a cool show because sometimes you have to almost break your norm. You know, we spend money on tech and whatever, and we had to have a look around at stuff and have a good look around, man. And yeah, man. I don't know about you, but that was quite interesting.
No, that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
My question to you now is: we've just done this tech one.
Yeah.
If you have to look back at 2025, what is the one piece of best tech that you would say you bought? If you had to say this has been the best tech I bought this year, what would it be?
This year, 2025, my best tech I've bought. I got my hands on.
Doesn't necessarily have to have come out this year, but you've bought it this year and it's been.
I bought. Yes, I'm thinking. I bought it this year. The best tech that I've got. Both Mac. You know, I would say, but what's made a massive difference for me? Is definitely the Mac Studio. The Mac Studio M4 chip. You know what I'm saying? Massive when it comes to my production. Absolutely, it's destroyed my waiting time. Absolutely decimated it, bro. I'm just like, I'm just coughing it through, and it's not even spec'd up. I've just got an M4 Max, you know, my version, and it's just absolutely nice, perfect. And I know for the next 4 or 5 years, I'm nice. So just like the M1, which I'm still using, is nice. You know what I mean? My Mac Mini, you know, still can do things on it. I'm still using dive on it, but that is a beast. And I have to say, what's in front of me right now, as much as I don't maximize, I don't use it like yourself, but I have to say the iPad Pro. The M4, you know what I'm saying, which is on top of the stuff list, obviously, you know. I believe that it's flexibility, and to be honest, the new operating system on the app, it's changed the game. Changed it. I was able to go to America and leave my laptop, my accent coming in there, laptop. You know, that's the problem when you kind of, you know what I mean? You got the ends and the accent, local accents kicking in. But anyway, I didn't need to take my laptop because I had my iPad Pro. Yeah. And that was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Because usually to do any, I know I can do anything I want with my iPad Pro. You know what I'm saying? And I was nice. I had my iPad mini and my iPad Pro. Bro, I did not need my laptop.
Need anything. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, they're on my top. What about you?
I'd probably two things. I'd definitely agree with you with I'll definitely agree with you with the iPad Pros. Even though I've got the M5 now, I'd say M4 because that was my first one that I got. And I think in terms of it revolutionized in terms of it became so thin and it was so powerful. I would have to say I'd agree the iPad Pro from the M4 would probably be and deserves to be the top. I think my other one, I was late into the game on this one, but through your recommendation, would have to be the Rodecaster Pro.
Okay,
For me, in terms of tech,
bro,
that revolutionized how I recorded my my radio show and like even my interviews and stuff like that.
Flow, bro. It sets up. I don't think people realize the ability that I'm able to see my face so often is because of my workflow. You know what I'm saying? So I've got my Rodecaster Pro and I got it connected up to my Rodecaster video. And I'm just basically got them paired up together as we're doing this show. And I can just plug out and just go and do my thing and edit quickly. Workflow is key. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Rode and Apple are two coats, I would say, of tech.
And that's the thing is, it made my life so much easier because before I had the Rodecaster Pro, if I tell you the log thing I used to do for my recorded, it was like absolutely crazy.
It sounds
like,
scary, bro.
Yeah, it's like now with the Rodecaster Pro, like I want to record an audio interview. All the person has to do is call me up on the phone. I connect the phone to the desk and just record. Do you know what I'm saying? Simple as that. I started a channel with unboxing different tech. And we have to connect that to my iPhone. So then the audio was going straight from my mic through the desk into the iPhone at the time before I got my Sony camera and then record. Again, made my life so much easier than what it was before. Because like people, if I was to record an interview before, I used to have to do two long things. I have to get them to call me on Zoom. But because Zoom was so fickle with that, it runs on obviously internet. So if their internet connection was bad, sometimes the audio quality wasn't good. So while that recording was going on, I would have to hit record in GarageBand as well and record my audio separately through that. So I've got two different recordings going on. It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
That just made my life easy.
Yeah, man.
So easy. It's like...
No.
You want an interview? Yeah. Just call me at this time. I'll record it. It's just simple things, man. Simple things. So the Rodecaster Pro.
Yep.
And I think, to be honest, we've done the technology bits. Any bit of tech you buy, for me, what makes it a winner is how it improves your lifestyle in terms of what you're trying to do with that piece of technology. How easy it makes things. And I think that is the big thing for me. I mean, like you said, with your studio, the power and everything else in it alone will make life so much easier in terms of production. It does. So I think that's what it comes down to in tech. How much does it improve your life and whatever it is you're using that piece of tech for? Yeah, man. And
it's great. It's crazy. Listen up, guys. Hopefully this show will help you purchase the right product in 2026. If you listen to this in 2027, just listen to it, and the principles are still the same. But there'll be more new tech there anyway. So and just to say about the Rodecaster video, they've got the mini version, which I would say will be, bro, like
another life changer.
Bro, listen, man. The thing is, I've got the Streamer X. I got the small compact version. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going. Sorry, I'm greedy when it comes to easy, because it just makes my life a lot easier. So we can rock it from there, man. But listen, let's get out of here. This is Roger here alongside Marx on Tech Xtra. Hopefully you enjoyed today's show. I know I hope our presenters listen to that show, because they just don't have a clue, bro. They really don't have a clue when it comes to tech.
I hope they do.
But they really, you give them a one mic, and they're like, all I need is a mic. No, you don't just need a mic. You need to just give me a budget. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Saying, just invest into yourself, people. That's all we're saying, man. Makes life easy, man. But listen, blessings, people.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ H. Make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know. Listen. Don't go anywhere, you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren, yeah?